And yes, we will get into the fire, but we'll start off with this. So, Hara, um, had that for example, that particular AMA that we saw was a few days ago. Jasmy US went ahead and took some little snippets, highlights from this, right? So he says, I kept it real on Jasmy AMA. I've got your back, right? And it says, thank you, of course, from Hara, Jasmy US for all your support. Yes, I have not mentioned price much, but I will answer here. The first step is to link the database to the wallet. This is one of their goals for 2023. Next, they will move on to the phase of linking the exchange value of the data with Jasmy. In this phase, we will partner with various data using companies and collaborate with talented AI teams to raise the value of data held by each person to at least 500. As a result, we hope to reach the target value we set as a KPI. Now, of course, some people reply to that. Most are like, heck yeah, that's great. You know what I mean? Like they want to see this. On the previous page, actually, that's more of a reference to what I just said. Let's see here. It says, hi, Hara. I should start off with this. I apologize. This Jasmy US from Twitter host. It says, I grew up with Sony products and have a deep respect, of course, for CEO Kunitake Ando and your entire team, especially if you're a person that grew up like in the 80s and so on, or you saw the evolution of Sony, whether it's PlayStation 1, other some of their other products, right? Just like from a, how about this, from a stereo perspective, right? My first home stereo, by the way, is still here, it still works, right? It was my my Sony home stereo. I have a 1200 watt amp back in the thing. I mean, it's still a beast. But the point is, it says, we are very excited about the future Jasmy in the US and globally. Due to this excitement, many early investors purchased Jasmy around 10 cents, 20 cents, or even higher. How can you reassure early investors that they will see a return on their investment? Restoring investor faith in bad times is key. And I want to state this. I want to do my best to do the 5 minutes out, but I'm telling you flat out, you got to give me a chance here tonight to bring this to you and keep it right on track, because this is some juicy stuff. Flat out, please smash that like if you haven't done so already. So it says, restoring investor faith in bad times is key. Additionally, if you go more into detail about how achieving the 17.87 KPI goal of 2026, is that possible? That would be fantastic, right? So they recognize this whole thing is $17. That's like a consistent thing, kind of like XRP, the 589 thing is a consistent thing, right? So of course, on this other particular one, and I apologize for that, I meant to have that loaded up first, he does respond to that. Now, here's something I saw, and I said to myself, wow, one person commented about that. And we'll get here in a second. But of course, some people respond to this. This guy, I believe I follow him. His name is Ketard. Surely that'll be the best question of all. Most people are like, heck yeah, thank you for answering. Only like a couple people, like, I guess you could say flooding, right? People are glad he's keeping it real. Anyway, when I go further into this, there's this guy who 14 hours ago, all right, out of the blue, just drops a link, right? So for most people, imagine they skipped over this. So draw your attention to this guy. His name is Muhammad Asif Bhatti. He likes hiking, walking, healthy stuff like that, right? So I was like, all right, well, there's a Japanese link. So when I went there, I went to this particular site, and I was like, what the heck is this? You know what I mean? It's all being interpreted in Japanese. And I'm like, well, you guys know me. I'm going to take a deep dive. Well, as I was doing more of my deep dive research, right, it starts interpreting in Japanese to English. And look what we have here. News release. This is from a particular site called Aplix. Now, there's two different Aplix, and I'll show you that here in a brief bit. This is big. The reason why it's so big is because remember the other day, I think it was yesterday, literally, we reported on the whole thing of Jasmy, and when it came to like also it was a particular medical field, right? That wants to use their software, I guess you could say, right, with doing proper data storage for medical IT related stuff. Remember we talked about that yesterday? Here's some more juicy stuff. News release. Multi-cloud storage service Nutrix Cloud, handled by Aplix, as a reseller has been adopted by Jasmy. No, there's no, oh, is this just speculative? Oh, is Max just trying to scratch something on the surface and then, do something speculative, like I supposedly did with Pokemon? No, it says it plain as day, Jasmy Inc., which is involved in Internet of Things platform development, etc., collaboration related to cloud system accelerates. Aplix Co., if you're wondering, listen to this, is headquartered in Shinjuku-ku, Tokyo. President Satoko Kurabayashi, hereinafter referred to as Aplix. And you also got to keep in mind, this is, the Japanese to English interpretation of everything. So some things are going to be spot on, some things aren't. Which develops solutions for IoT, Internet of Things products, such as Jasmy Co. They're reiterating this, which develops and provides IoT platforms. Head office, Minato-ku, Tokyo. President Kazumasa Soto, hereinafter referred to as, quote, Jasmy, Nutrix Cloud Japan Co. Limited, headquartered where? Shioyoda-ku, Tokyo President and CEO. Man, this guy here, I'm not getting all this, right? Referred to as NCJ, we are pleased to announce that the multi-cloud storage service Nutrix Cloud, listen to this, guys, Nutrix Cloud, provided by Jasmy, has been adopted. Yeah, mic drop moment. Nutrix Cloud, if you're wondering about this, maybe I could blow it up just a little bit. Let me see if I can. I apologize for that. I could blow it up way more, apparently. All right, that's good. I was thinking I couldn't because it was the original interpretation. Yeah, Nutrix Cloud by Jasmy has been adopted. Nutrix Cloud is a full-fledged multi-cloud that can be easily expanded to PB. No, not peanut butter, but sounds good, don't it? Petabyte class data and can be connected to Amazon Web Services. My God. Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform, GCP. So one thing I want to point out real quick, the other day we're talking about the whole thing with Flux. Remember how, shout out to Tim Shea for getting Flux. Flux is able to, of course, stand out because they provide the same services, the same hardware. You're getting basically all the same for wholesale prices. That's the bottom line. What's the key thing mentioned here also? It's Jasmy's connection with what you see with Nutrix Cloud, right? So this is a cloud storage that stores data in Japan. Again, connecting the dots for crying out loud. Tokyo region and Osaka region, and can be expanded up to 1 PB plus. So you can store large amounts of data with peace of mind. In addition, Aplix will start collaborating with NCJ, which develops Nutrix Cloud in Japan. And it says from April 2021, and since then has been providing multi-cloud storage service Nutrix Cloud as a distributor of NCJ. They have moved on. On the other hand, now they're going to reiterate. This is great stuff. I'm telling you flat out. If you want the Jasmy news, here it is. It says fire, it's fire. Jasmy Inc.'s mission is to create and provide a system platform that allows anyone to use things easily, safely, and with peace of mind. There's a company that's working on the development and provision of IoT platforms. Oh, there's nothing there, Max. Oh, you just a shiller. You just trying to do this because you get views. I can't believe I saw some of those fudders say some of that stuff. Unbelievable. In addition, since March 2021, Aplix and Jasmy have been collaborating on joint research and development and implementation of demonstration experiments towards the creation of his new IoT business that applies the blockchain technology provided by Jasmy. Now, in regards to Aplix, it says it is a high security personal data locker developed and provided by Jasmy. Oh, they're providing this company personal data lockers. Shout out to, was it Blackwood who enjoyed the particular video? What does that recorded video say? It says data lockers. And then what's it say below it? Understanding the bigger picture. This is the taste. This is the start of the bigger picture. Fudders can take whatever they want off the surface. They're just looking at the chart. It looks like a blatant run pill. But if they have done more of their own research, which we have done, right? We all have done it together as a freaking coalition of researchers. Shout out to every single one of you guys. The point is this: when you take more of a deeper dive into Jasmy, you become that much bullish continuously. My goodness. As a result of proposing Neutrix Cloud as one of the distributed storage of Jasmy personal data logger, it was adopted by Jasmy. So we decided to provide Neutrix Cloud to the company. Oh, we just decided to provide it to the company. No big deal. No big deal at all. Have you seen the prices of Jasmy? Yeah, it's kind of like distressed. But the key is working in the background. Now, here's a quick thing. The companies that work in the background that have sideways consolidation at rock bottom prices, what have we seen lately? They really have been taken off. Perfect example, XDC. I'm not going to do a deep dive into that right now, but that speaks for itself. In addition, in providing Neutrix Cloud to Jasmy this time, Aplix is providing Jasmy with support for creating and proposing system configuration plans and POC proof of concept. In the future, we plan to continue to provide operation maintenance and system construction support to Jasmy according to the development of Jasmy Personal Data Locker. They literally mention Jasmy here, I don't know, 50 plus times. Yeah, unbelievable. Aplix has built a cooperative relationship with both Jasmy and NCJ, and they believe that this transaction will also contribute to building a relationship between Jasmy and NCJ. In addition, they believe that this case will expand the possibility of realizing a service that can further improve the security of personal information. Yeah, of course. Why? Because they understand where they're located. They also understand that, when it comes to Jasmy's main utility layer is data democratization. And by extension, we believe that we can contribute to the creation of an environment where service users can safely and securely use their own, personal data. Says that's all. But there's a lot more to it. They give you links on the site about Jasmy, the trade with Jasmy. But the key thing is even a URL to Jasmy. So there's no speculation here whatsoever. And for Fudders who are still in doubt, not you guys, how about this real quick? You go right to the Aplix site, service use cases. Aplix provides the following solutions for customer needs related to IoT. Remote monitoring system. Look at this. It's all in Japanese. Very, very similar to understanding, especially if you've seen some of the other pictures from Jasmy, how it's all tied in. Yeah. Even if I didn't know jack diddly squat, or I was the type of guy where, I don't understand no Japanese. Come on, use your head. Connect the dots. Look at this. No pun intended. Look at all this being connected. But the key thing is understanding Jasmy's personal data logger. You can see how this is all going to work. Sometimes it's great to have visuals. You can even inquire as we speak. I don't know if somebody's going to answer right now, but I did see it. To a customer service person. This is for customers with the following issues. And I swear I'm going to get into the comments just in a bit. But this kind of has to take some priority right now because you know what? This is big. Let's say you want to install equipment sensors on site and acquire data. You want to store device sensors, like it says, data in the cloud for analysts and utilization. You want to visualize device sensor data. You want to do that remotely. I want to know where to perform maintenance on my equipment. All these specific questions. I want to use multiple data for improvement and next development. I want to control and monitor with a smartphone. Remember yesterday or the day before, we gave you guys Zippy's information that he had. Remember that? It's good, solid information. And we were talking specifically about how smartphones are going to be big. And even with Jasmy and some of these other projects, right? We were talking about Quant, right? Vodafone. Two key things is going from 5G to even 6G in the future, understanding that where we are evolving with Web3. But yes, data. And of course, there's a lot more into it in regards to all of this. I'm going to just show you just a little bit more. Here's the company information from Aplix. Like it says, introducing the management philosophy of Aplix Corporation. Greetings from the representative. Introduction of directors, the origin of the company's name, of the group, etc., etc. I mean, they have a whole profile here. They have a lot here. I mean, there's a lot to jump into here. But when I looked into it, I looked into all of it well before the show. And I was blown away to see that this is a legit thing and it's not a bunch of malarkey. It's a separate thing, not like, oh, well, somebody just made some random website to make it look like Jasmy was connected with this. Are you kidding me? Have a little bit more in regards to this. You can Google it. As the saying goes, Google it, noob, right? Aplix, type it in on Google. Aplix Corporation, software company, headquartered in Japan, subsidiaries. Some of these ones that you see right here, they even are listed on, I believe, the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Yeah, TYO. They were founded. Now this helps too. This is just a fly-by-night company, Max. I'm a fudder, and that's what I do. So that's just obviously, a fly-by-night company. There's nothing there solid with Jasmy. I will never FOMO in. Yeah, look what it says. Founded February 26, 1986. Now, there is another Aplix, and that has to do with hook and loop. Not the same one. But the point is, this one, what does it say? Aplix Corporation, software company, headquartered in Japan, President Satoko Kurayashi, and founded February 22nd, 1986. So with that said, let me know what you think in regards to this. I think it's big. We're going to get back in the comments here in a bit, but just one last brief area of highlight, and that's this right here. Aplix offers everything needed to start Internet of Things. They have the device, a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi modules, number one market share in Japan. Again, when we take more of a deeper dive in all this research, and shout out to all you guys that are part of this journey and bringing me some of the things you found, and I'm bringing you guys some of the things you found. You guys tag me, I tag you, you name it, right? It's a wonderful thing because, as I would say, it's like a coalition of, like a network coalition of people doing research. That's the key thing. That trumps FUD 100%, 110%. Application support for Apple and even Android, custom design and generic IoT service application Hubia works together with the cloud computing. What about that cloud service? All stored data, keyword data, in the platforms can be sent to the cloud as needed. New services can be created using the big data. Why would a company like this that's been around since, let's double check it, 1986 want to mess with Jasmy if there was nothing solid there? Oh, I'm a fudder. I never thought about that. I still don't think there's anything there. You're trying to shill. You're trying to get more views. You're just trying to do this because you're not personally invested in it. What a crock. Yeah, I am. I doubled my position in Jasmy. Oh, well, you're unemployed. Yeah, this is some of the stuff that they say. Unbelievable. All right. Do you know they have an online store? Look at this. Here's the online store. Aplix. Look at this. Look at the devices for sale. In what? Japanese yen. Look at this. 42,900 yen. My Beacon Pro. Here's some of their products, guys. Come on. Look at this. Here's one of the hot sellers. My Beacon USB. I mean, a lot of that's in Japanese, but, and here's the icing on the cake. Remember a while back, we showed you some pictures. Some of you guys remember this. Remember at the Jasmy offices? If you were paying attention, and I wish I had this picture up right now. Here is, as the saying goes, like if you're a detective, right? The smoking gun. Right here. Remember those pictures that they had at the Jasmy office? Everyone says, oh, that's a bunch of BS. Oh, that's fake. They had that beacon featured on one of what? One of the desks. Boom. How you like them apples? So that said, I'm really, really glad to bring this to you guys. I thought it was big, I thought it was huge, and it deserved proper attention to start off the show. So anyway, Hope everybody enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have not yet subscribed, do yourself a favor and subscribe for more information on the ISO 222 compliant tokens, and hit the notification bell to make sure that you are aware of the new videos when they come up. Max and I cover these ISOs, and we also have a live show every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in for that. You won't want to miss it. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next video.